don't say that because he's one of my fraternity brothers in Alpha Phi Alpha. I say it because he is a great attorney and a strong leader. Y'all, give it up for Brother Gerald Griggs.
Good morning, Georgia. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Good morning, Georgia. You know, when Daryl and Barbara asked me to come, it was a no-brainer because John Lewis was more than a congressman. He was more than a statesman. He was more than the conscience of the Congress. He was a friend. He was a mentor. He was a legend who thought it not robbery to march with all of us. And so as we reflect on the legacy that he left us, we must complete the business that is set before us. You know, a few weeks ago in Georgia, we sent a message, and the message was, get your hands off our districts. We marched from this hallowed hall here at Big Bethel AME Church down to the Capitol. And before we got to the Capitol, Georgia flinched. Not because it was a thing of goodwill, but because the people were speaking. Now, I remember the last time that I marched with John Lewis. It was families belonged together when they were putting children in cages under Trump's first administration. And he told us at that march to stay in the streets, to continue to get in good and necessary trouble, because it is incumbent upon us, when injustice shows up, that people of good conscience show up. And so I know that he's smiling down on us right now from heaven, dancing to happy, and focused on what will happen in November. But we have to remember that John is now resting, and he has passed the torch on to us. So 50 years from now, what will people say that we did? 50 years from now, what will people write in the history books about our Edmund Pettus moment? What will people say when we stood up to our Bull Connor and we stood up to our George Wallace? Well, I'm going to tell you what they're going to say. The same thing they said in November of 2020, when we made sure that somebody couldn't find 11,780 votes. And then we locked him up. We must remember that Georgia is the birthplace of civil rights, and Georgia will be the birthplace of social justice, because our ancestors have seeded us the courage to speak truth to power in season and out of season. So I will close with this to my dear brother John. You left us in good hands. There are legions of warriors now, and we, as in the words of the great Negro spiritual from Atlanta, we ain't never scared. Thank you, guys.